Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch. And we spilt a little bit of the morning coffee here on the Surface 3. Let's wipe that up there real quick here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We made it to Friday. Thank God it's Friday. And we can start the weekend after we get done with the day job. We do have the morning coffee here as far as that goes. And I'm Rich Roberts, at Fireman Rich here on Twitch, as well as Rich Roberts, or at Fireman Rich here on Twitch, as well as at Fireman Rich over there on Twitter. And we're saying good morning to Tony. Salute to you, sir. Hashtag salute. Hashtag positive start today. Hashtag good morning to the missus. She'll be up here shortly. Excuse me, highlighting with your channel points. And Tim Fan, 43. Yo to you, Tim. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Let's see. Waiting for my check to deposit so I can get some McDonald's breakfast before work. Or McDonald's, probably breakfast. And thank God it's Friday. Yes, and good morning to you, Lady Cat 31, Erica. We did tweet this out, and we are off and running. We had a little burp when I started, so it got disconnected, so I just shut it down. And real quick, it was within the first couple minutes there, so the first minute or so of the broadcast. And as you can notice from our last broadcast on Wednesday, I don't have the voice, the text to speech feature up. But in the lower right-hand corner, there is a, I did add for 200 channel points. Let me see if I can do this. I don't think I'm going to hear it, but you guys will hear it. Let's see. Let me see. Let me undo that and try this.
Fireman Rich says good morning, Twitch.
Okay. Oh, okay. It does work. Okay. It does work. Okay. So there's our first test. I was able to figure out the problem that I had, and that was I have two screens. The edit screen in OBS and then what is live. I was putting the alert over here on the edit, and I'm thinking, okay, how come this isn't working? I don't have it active. I've spent an hour and a half to 2 hours sitting here going, what's wrong? What's wrong? A very simple thing. We were able to figure it out, so now we do have that added to the channel point things there. As far as you can do that, that works. I will be bringing back, probably on Wednesdays, the full chat, like we did this past Wednesday. I'm not going to do that. Maybe on the weekends I might do it if I feel like it, when I'm gaming maybe, or something like that. But that's going to be a Wednesday thing, I think, when I do it, because we had fun with that. Don't want to do that every single time, as far as that goes. Let's see. Currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York, it is 27 degrees Fahrenheit, which is negative 2.7, 2.8 Celsius, centigrade, as far as that goes. And let's see, back to the weather here. Snow showers early. It was cold yesterday. Mother Nature for winters trying to hang on, and but we didn't get any snow, but we're forecast with snow showers early with steady snow developing late. We are having a pending storm coming in. High of 38, winds out of the east by southeast at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Chance of snow, 100%. Snow accumulation is less than an inch. And good morning, Chris Technician. And let's see, the sun will be rising this morning at 06:27 a.m. That's in about 30, 40, 52 minutes. Sun will be rising at 6:27 a.m. and then setting at 6:06 p.m. And this storm is coming in. As far as that goes, it's going to be dropping some snow later on today here, I think. starting at about 2 or 3 p.m. We're expecting 1.5 inches. So we might, with the temperatures are above freezing. So we'll see what happens as far as that goes. And on the home drive from the day job as far as that goes. Our world times and temperatures as we move to that. In Honolulu, Hawaii at 12:34 a.m. Cloudy, partly cloudy skies, 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Phoenix, Arizona, we got clear skies at 3:34 a.m. 52 degrees Fahrenheit. Albuquerque, New Mexico, clear skies, 32 degrees at 3:34 a.m. Out Lady Cat Way, it's 42 degrees Fahrenheit. And Chicago, Illinois, there's snow at 34 degrees, 4:35 a.m. And Chris is making me go back. He's not quick enough with his temperatures here. Going back to Deming, New Mexico from Chicago. Just kidding, Chris. 41 degrees Fahrenheit here. And high is 77 degrees. Thamer, good morning, Thamer. Thamer coming in from the Saudi Arabia, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And we got the temperatures, time and temperature for there. We'll be moving towards that. After we already did Chicago. Now we're moving to New York City where it's clear skies at 5:35 a.m. Currently 36 a.m. or 36 degrees Fahrenheit. Currently across the pond at Cork, Ireland at 10:35 a.m. Cloudy skies, 34 degrees Fahrenheit. Milan, Italy, 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Cloudy skies, 11:35 a.m. Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, that's where Thamer's at. 1:36 p.m. Partly cloudy, partly sunny. 81 degrees Fahrenheit. A little cool there. That's good. In New Delhi, India, at 4:06 p.m. Partly sunny, partly cloudy. 84 degrees Fahrenheit. Mumbai, India, we have 4:06 p.m. 91 degrees with cloudy skies. In Kuala Lumpur at 6:36 p.m. we have sunny skies, 82 degrees. In Manila, Philippines, it is at 6:36 p.m. also 81 degrees, partly cloudy skies in the evening there. Started their evening. 7:36 p.m. Tokyo, Japan, partly cloudy skies, 64 degrees Fahrenheit. And down in Melbourne, Australia, we have 9:36 p.m. 64 degrees Fahrenheit, partly cloudy skies. Sydney, Australia at 9:37 p.m. Clear skies, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. And those are our times and temperatures. I forgot, backing up to Warner Robins. I'm sorry, Tony. You got it in there right out of the gate. Warner Robins, where our good friend Tony D is from. It's 54 degrees Fahrenheit, 67 degrees for the high, 51 for the low. And we have rainy down there in Warner Robins, Georgia. Our thought for the day, it comes from Vincent van Gogh, an artist, okay? A Dutch artist, a Dutch painter. He was a Dutch painter who posthumously became one of the most famous and influential figures in the Western art history. And we have his quote in our thought, and it goes as follows. I often think that the night is more alive and more richly colored than the day. So that tells me he spent most of his time. He's one of those night people like Lady Cat and Chris Technician and Jeeves, you know, the overnight guys. He was one of the original gang member overnight guys. The overnight gang members. Artist gang. I often think that the night is more alive and more richly colored than the day. Yeah, it's more richly alive because everybody's freaking partying because they worked all day. That's back in my younger day, as far as that goes. So there's our thought for the day. I'm not a night owl. Yeah, okay, Eric. Yes, Erica is a night owl. There's our thought for the day. Our quote from Vincent Vincent Van Gogh, Chris Technician. I'm currently on Skype with Jeeves and Lady Cat and Christopher Strider. Okay, tell Christopher Strider and Jeeves I said hi. And the missus is up. They say everyone says good morning. Yeah, there we go. Okay, you guys got your good morning from the missus here. I know you guys love that. You know, you just wait for that. You don't care about me. You just care about getting that good morning from the missus. Okay, and she said good morning to you all, guys. Thank you. That's fun. Let's see. I had a little bit of a burp. I don't know what that is. It happens. It's no big deal. Yesterday, do have to talk about this. I was doing the Anchor Morning Audio, and it appears that I still have my Anchor profile page, but I think Spotify gobbled it up because the new link, if you noticed yesterday when I posted it up, is not an Anchor.fm now. I can't say Anchor.fm. I can say Anchor, and it's owned by Spotify, but I can't say Anchor.fm. Because if you were trying to plug in Anchor.fm, or even, I've got it here, Anchor.fm on Twitter, they're no longer on Twitter now. What's your plans after retirement, Rich? Keep busy, be very available for the missus, and stay out of her hair if she's doing a project, because I don't want to get her pissed off at me as far as that goes. You like that one?
I don't get pissed.
Oh, gee. Yeah, she does it now. I've had my moments and stuff like that, and believe me, I cow down with my tail between my legs. So it's to keep busy. I'll probably be more available here online a little bit more, I guess, the first couple weeks at least. But I'm gonna. I even think now that you say that, Thammer, probably be a little bit mobile, maybe with the Twitch. Taking a walk out there on the local golf course and stuff for a morning thing, that might be a thing I might do. So I've got a list of like 65 to 70 different items that I can do for the course, and if that doesn't keep me busy during retirement, I'll tell you, no, I'm going to keep busy. I'm one I'm always figuring doing something as far as that goes. And there's stuff to be done around the house here as far as that goes, and maybe a little. Starting out some day trips here and there and stuff like that, but no real big plans. It's just to relax and take it easy and stuff like that, because the missus has pointed out more than once, I've been working for like the last 50 plus years since I was in high school, so it's time for me to just maybe look at that. I know people go to work after they're retired in contract. No, I'm not gonna. No. I got the golden ticket, as Randy W. Horton would say. I'm not. My time is my time now, as far as that goes. I've already done that, where I've retired. I retired from the military and I transitioned into civilian, and I worked 26 years as in civilian side, working at IBM, and then my current job, which I'm going to keep under wraps. I really I don't have a non-disclosure, but it just because of just the environment and stuff like that, I'm not going to make any mention about it and stuff like that. IBM I can, because IBM is no longer in the area. I worked at Endicott, the birthplace of IBM, for 9 years before my current job. And I worked manufacturing and stuff. And I got a lot of good stories on there. So I got plenty of stories from IBM. But the current job there that I'm doing now, I maybe after a year I may talk about it and stuff like that. We'll see. Okay. As far as that goes, but I still have a lot of other interesting things. But getting back to this Anchor.fm, that's I did the Anchor Morning Audio yesterday. And it seems like Spotify has changed things to where you no longer can use there's no longer an Anchor.fm URL. It's a Spotify. If you look at my broadcast yesterday, it has Spotify. I had a little problem posting it up, but I posted it up. And I think it's mostly the transition of Anchor being incorporated into the Spotify ecosystem. How about trail? Yeah, so we're planning on that too, Thammer. So Anchor.fm has been my mainstay for audio and since recently / podcasting. Spotify is like I said, is bringing that into their ecosystem as far as that goes. I can still get to my when you click on that link for my Anchor Morning Audio, it takes you to my Anchor page, my Anchor profile page. As long as I still have an Anchor profile page, I'm going to still call it the Anchor Morning Audio. Once that changes, because you can't even get the Anchor app anymore, you have to use the Spotify. Spotify has a new app out, and they've been working on this the last, I don't know, the last year or so. And by the way, today is National Super Mario. Yeah, okay, we'll get to that in the national days here. And so I'm wondering, okay, am I going to have to use a Spotify app? Or I'm still using the Anchor app, and it looks like from the pictures for the Spotify podcasting app, they have incorporated many features from the Anchor app. So I don't think they're going to discontinue the Anchor app, because I think it would really piss off the people, especially me. I like the Anchor format, so I'm going to keep it titled the Anchor Morning Audio, because it goes to my Anchor profile. I do have a Spotify profile because they own it, but I haven't really used it. It's just a place where my podcast audio podcast gets posted. But if you were to go to search anchor.fm on Twitter, you'll see the Anchor there. But when you hit it for the Anchor Twitter, it goes to somebody named Jackie Westwick, and it's locked down since and joined December 2022. That's probably so they've locked down the they've taken the Anchor off of Twitter as far as that goes. Good morning, Tina. Good morning. So I just wanted to mention that as far as that goes, that it's a c'est la vie type of thing, because I've been through this before with Audio Boo. They changed to Audio Boom, and so we'll see what happens. Spotify, they're top notch, just like Amazon owns Twitch. It's not gonna. It gives me gives me a good frame of mind knowing it's not going to go anywhere. Tina's in the house. Everybody's saying good morning to Tina. And let's see. Get into the national days here. Let's see if that one that Chris said pops up on the list here, my list of national days. Let's see. Today is Friday. Thank God it's Friday. We made it to the weekend. And March 10th, day of the year is 69th day of the year, the 10th week of the year as well. And yep, first off the bat is National Mario Day. Okay, let's see what we have for other ones. National Pack Your Lunch Day. I knew you were going to say that, Chris. God, you can't. I'm just shaking my head. Get over it, dude. Get over it. It's just a number. It's like, let's see, National Women's and Girls HIV/AIDS awareness. Okay, it's just AIDS awareness. Just keep it all in one. Let's see, International Bagpipe Day. Ooh, I like that one. Well, I'm not. I like this one. National Blueberry Popover Day. You like that one? Okay, the missus got an ooh, and I know Tina, she probably is like, ooh, that sounds good. So we're going to say it can either be National Popover Day, and then for Chris Tech, because he mentioned it, National Mario Day. I think that most of them will go with National Mario Day. But that National Blueberry Popover, that looks good. Wow. Yeah, I like blueberry. Blueberry's good for you. The cheesecake status is the cheesecake is gone. We finished it. I finished my slice last night, so the cheesecake is no more in the house. So, have you ever played? Oh God, yeah, Chris. Where the hell? Why even ask me a question? I play it. I built down at Endicott the GameCube. Okay. You know the GameCube? Have you guys played on the GameCube? More than likely, I touched the chip base for that platform. the chip base for the Nintendo GameCube was made in Endicott when IBM was still there. We had millions of the gold chip carriers. They put the processing chip on. Oh my God! Yeah, I played quite a bit of the Mario games and stuff like that. The family, we're diehard. We got the original. We had the original platform and every platform up to the Wii. I never had a GameCube. I had a Nintendo and Super Nintendo. The GameCube I thought was pretty good. The GameCube you could use other games and stuff like that. I think it's still floating around here in the house, or one of the family members has it and stuff like that. But yeah, the Mario. Jeez, who hasn't played Mario Brothers? Oh my God, that was a great game. It is a great game, as far as that goes. So we're gonna go with let's see, National Mario Brothers Day, and we'll slip in another one there because that blueberry looks National Blueberry Popover Day. I like blueberries. A good thing. I'm a big fan of Super Mario Bros. Yeah. They're supposed to be coming out with a new movie, I think. Didn't I think I heard something about that there's a new movie as far as that goes, and yeah, April 15th. Okay, let's see. Last night we ended up watching Star Trek Picard that dropped yesterday, and the day before we watched Mandalorian. So I'm getting a little pissed off at it because they're showing you a little bit and then boom, they cut it. It's like, I don't know. I mean, it's the story's starting to get a little choppy as far as that goes. It's not a, let's just say where they end it and then where they begin. It's not a smooth transition. It's still a good show. I will continue to watch it despite that it's on Disney, and I don't really have any good things to say about Disney, other than the fact that they buy everything and stuff like that. And then, but Star Trek Picard was pretty interesting last night. They got out of a near-death situation in the episode last night. So the comparisons of the two, like I said, I like a story where, okay, I could see you cutting it off, but when you just, boom, cut it off right like that, it's like, give me a freaking break. As far as that, watch both as well. You do, Tony? Okay, yeah. Did you see the last one this past Wednesday, Tony? Did you see how they just cut it? I'm like, are you serious? Yeah, I've seen some cuts, okay, but they're smooth, gradual, okay, until next week. This was just like, boom, they just dropped the curtain. I didn't really care for that. It's like, really? But at any rate, yeah, I did. They got lucky on. Oh yeah, very lucky. You knew they were going to find some way out of it. So they just got to find in Picard. They just got to find out who the big bad person is, I guess you could say. And so I'm enjoying that series. And let's see what's coming out. I think 1923 took a break as far as that goes. Yesterday on the Anchor Morning Audio, I did talk about this company. It's called, it's a private company, rocket company, that was supposed to launch a 2-stage rocket yesterday down at Cape Canaveral. They're called Relative Space, and they're a startup formed about a space. They're former SpaceX and Blue Origin employees, and this rocket, it's all 3D printed. That's pretty amazing. It was supposed to launch Wednesday. It did not. It's launching tomorrow, so I'm going to be watching that as far as that goes. So let's see. Mandalorian always has cliffhanger. Yeah, man, but that's not a cliffhanger. That's just the way they stopped it. It just from a literature perspective. Okay, it just cut it, Tony. I just, I know it's a good story. Let's see. I like Groog, and it's the Changeling. I'm actually surprised by that. Yeah, I was surprised at that too. That they never caught the Changeling. The Changeling's still loose. Oh no, they was point blank in the chest. That's right. She was the Changeling was trying to impersonate what's his name's daughter, as far as that goes. Jeeves just woke up on Skype. Okay. Well, that's over on Skype. We're here on Twitch. So this rocket is going to try and take off tomorrow. I'm going to watch it. I may broadcast it as far as watching it online and stuff like that. I think you can do that. Can I do that, Chris? Could I broadcast that, because that's public information? I can broadcast that on Twitch, can I? LaForge's daughter. Yes, Tony. Yeah, thank you. I don't know. Can I? Maybe I'll broadcast it over on that new one. Kick. Oh, okay. You think so? Okay. I'll look at that. If not, I'm gonna be doing some gaming tomorrow and stuff. Let's go ahead and do the dinner report, Chris. We're getting close to the top of the hour, so no voice on the dinner report. I'm sorry, but we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna leave that to a Wednesday thing, as far as that goes. And Jeeves, good morning. Glad to have you here instead of at the very end of the broadcast, sir. Thank you for being here, along with all the rest of the gang. We're doing the dinner report. What did we have for dinner last night? What did I have for dinner? Oh, okay. I know what we had. We had a lean. Okay. Let's see. For Chris Technician's dinner report, he had homemade cheeseburger and sweet potato fries. Ooh, that sounds good. Tony had cheesesteak, lemon peppered wings and fries, and with a root beer from American Deli. Ooh, that sounds good. And Lady Cat had a frozen dinner, chicken Alfredo. Okay. And let's see. Tina had healthy choice, sweet and sour chicken, rice and salad. Okay. And we had. Was that a lean cuisine we had last night?
Something like that.
Okay, we had something similar to a. What was that? The combination.
It was,
You know something?
Mexican rice mix
Okay.
with beans and stuff, and then we had the taquitos.
Okay, we had Mexican. Mexican. It was a lean cuisine Mexican rice dish. She had several packages and stuff. That was pretty good with the beans and stuff. And casitos, or did I say that right? Casitos, chiquitos, or something. Chiquitos, a thin egg roll, Spanish egg rolls or something. I don't know. It's just like they tasted good. I didn't use any taco sauce on them. I just ate them regular and stuff like that. So that was pretty good. And then I had the last slice of cheesecake. As far as that goes, so it was a healthy choice, lean cuisine type, same as, but she buys like 4 or 5 of them, so I had like maybe 2 of them together. There's small portions, and I'm a big guy, so I can't just.
We only had the one portion each.
Oh, we did. Okay, I guess I did have 1 portion, so that was a good portion. It was pretty filling. I was surprised. It was very good. The missus makes something like that. A rice and bean dish too, as far as, but this just came in frozen. It was good, and as far as that goes, and so there's our dinner report for this Friday. And let's see, in our good news history, on March 10th, 1959, Tibetans band together in revolt surrounding the summer place of the Dalai Lama in defiance of the Chinese occupation forces. Chinese occupation of Tibet began nearly a decade before. So what's this? The Tibetans revolted against the Chinese occupation. Jeeves dinner report. He had samos with baked chicken thigh and stir fry broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, and mushrooms with garlic and onions. Wow, there's a combination. Wow, that sounds good, Jeeves. So on this day, the Tibetans were in revolt against the Chinese. And let's see, what else is there? Do we have any other? Okay, also on this day, in 1876, the first speech transmission by telephone. The first descriptive speech is transmitted over the telephone system when invented by Alexander Graham Bell summons his assistant in another room by saying, "Mr. Watson, come here, I want you." Bell had received a comprehensive telephone patent just 3 days before. So the telephone was invented on this day back in 1876. And let's see. In 1945, on this day, the firebombing of Tokyo began on March 10th. 300 American bombers continued to drop almost 2,000 tons of incendiaries on Tokyo, Japan, in a mission that launched the previous day. The attack destroyed large portions of the Japanese capital, killed a whole bunch of civilians, and the closing months of the war, as far as that goes. And we continuing on this day in 1970. In Vietnam, the Vietnam War, an Army captain charged with war crimes. The U.S. Army accused Captain Ernest Median and 4 other soldiers of committing crimes at My Lai in March of 1968. On this date, the charges ranged from premeditated murder, rape, and mayhem, and that was a bad scene. I guess that's one of the things that happens in war. I wouldn't be surprised if some of that is happening over there in Ukraine, as far as that goes. And for those people, I got to make a comment on the Ukraine. You may say, not my flag, not my war, but what was going on in that country, Ukraine, you can't stick your head in the sand that there's innocent civilians being killed. Okay? The two armies are battling. Let's just say if Canada was to come down and invade on the United States, you think the United States is just going to, we're good friends and stuff, but I'm just saying, let's say something wacko happened in Canada and stuff like that, and they decide and they come over and they just invade and they want to take over the United States. You think we're going to sit tight and just say, oh, okay, it's not my, no. You don't realize it's easy to sit back and Monday morning quarterback, but I think it's disingenuous not to recognize there is a mess load of people, innocent people, that are getting killed. So I'm just going to say that because there's some individuals I've seen on this thing on the internet. I'll flat out tell you, I totally disagree with you. War is bad. I would like to see no war at all. But to say Putin is the good guy, you need to be checking your brain again. You're not keeping up with current events, okay? And okay, granted, there's some crap going on in the Ukraine before the war. It's not how can I put it? There's corruption and all that and stuff like that. But when you got another country that comes into your country, across your border and all that, look what happened. We got all bent out of shape about a balloon coming over, okay? And we finally shot it down. Now we're shooting it down before they even come to our shores and stuff. There's called sovereignty. A country has sovereignty. So if you're going to say not my flag, not my war, okay, that's your prerogative. I respect that, but you can't stick your head in the sand and say there has to be a peaceful solution. Is all I'm saying. Let's see, Tony. There's a lot more going on. Bless you. I don't know. I don't like what's going on over there when countries ask for help. Well, that's America, Tony. And I don't think America's going to change, but there's a way of regulating that. And you have to take leadership because we have previous wars, and Vietnam is the best example. There's people, and I wouldn't be surprised. I won't say that. Putin is trying to stop. Putin's not trying to stop anything. He's the aggressor. Remember, he's the one that initially went in. He's the one throwing the frickin' missiles. Countries over in Europe are trying to help because if Russia takes over, remember, history has a habit of repeating itself. What Putin is doing is similar to what a frickin' Nazi, frickin' short mustache little frickin' creep did in Czechoslovakia. Look at history. We're trying to prevent a repeat of history. Okay? And I'll counter that as far as anybody saying Putin is a good guy. No, he's the bad guy in this situation. I don't like Ukraine fighting back, but they have no choice. What are they going to do? Just sit there and take a shitload of freaking cruise missiles and bomb out their civilians? Come on. Anybody thinks that, oh, Putin's a good guy, they got their goddamn head in the sand. End of story. Okay, moving on. Tony, bless you, lady. Yeah. Okay. The Tony says bless you, and Lady Cat says bless you. And I shouldn't have read this history and stuff. It got me all riled up. Let's see. In 1864, President Lincoln signed Ulysses S. Grant's commission to command the U.S. armies, and there's a great general right there. There is a war, the Civil War. We had no choice. Okay, to preserve the Union, we went to brother fought brother. Okay, and there's some other things that were related to that war. Okay, but in a nutshell, that they had several states that wanted to, because of so-called state rights and stuff like that. No, Abraham Lincoln said, no, we are one union. We will stay together, and we have stayed together. It just took a war, and it had to be fought to preserve the union. Okay, some wars we should have never got into. Vietnam, looking at history, I can tell you a whole bunch of stuff about that. We should have never got involved. General MacArthur told President Kennedy, and you can read this in General MacArthur's biography, that he told him specifically, you do not want to get involved in Vietnam. He predicted to be a quagmire before we even committed troops after 1960. Okay, so I'm just saying, you look back at history. Don't make up these things, the guy's a nice guy and stuff. No. You can't even say that about our own president, okay, in some cases. So, just saying, I don't really care for people just nonchalantly throwing up the flag and say, not my war, not my flag. Now, that gets me a little ticked, okay, because you've been outside, you're not dealing with the reality of the situation. You could go back and say, oh, it's because of this, because of that. No. And like Tony said, do we know what the real... I just know the news is reporting what's going on over there, and you got people dying. That shouldn't happen. Okay? Bottom line. Let's see. Anything else? I'm sorry about that. I had to get that out because I'm seeing some things that is just unreal. If they, let's just say, just to end it really, if Ukraine wasn't getting the support they were getting, Ukraine would be Russian right now, and they're just going to move on. Russia. I was over there during the 70s and 80s when I was in the service, and 90s when it was the Soviet Union. Okay, it's Russia now. No, it's the same Soviet Union, folks. Okay, but the big thing is we're watching Russia over here. We need to be careful of China. Okay, China, they're not our enemy, and I would say Russia's not our adversary, not our enemy, but they're our adversaries. They're one step below. They can become it. They want to do things, and we're trying to prevent them from doing it. Do we do more than we should? Yeah, we got Afghanistan, but the way we pulled out of Afghanistan was a freaking fluke. It should have never happened like that. It was being stable. Now Afghanistan is back to where it was, where they're not even letting female children go into school and stuff. They're wearing the burqas again, and it might be just a matter of time before something happens from those boneheads over there and stuff. So anyway, here's another one. 1917, Turkish troops begin evacuation of Baghdad. Less than 2 weeks after the various victorious recapture of the strategic place on the Tigris River, British troops under the regional commander of Sir Frederick Stanley beared down on Baghdad, causing the Turkish troop. Oh, okay, that was the Turkish troop. That was World War One. The British pushed the Turks out because the Turks were on the other side back then. Okay, there's too much war. Too much war. Anyways, it's top of the hour. Yeah, it is. Jeez, Rich, I hear you. Okay, Tony, I know. I heard that from people I know who've been over in the. Yeah, and I have too. Okay, I got some good information and stuff like that. That right now there's a big battle going on right now and stuff. Yeah. Oh, okay. We are at the top of the hour, so we're gonna go ahead and. Let's see, real quick, just to make sure, XFL this weekend, I got the Houston Roughnecks, San Antonio Brahmas, which is a bowl, the St. Louis Battlehawks, and the Vegas Vipers. Jesus Christ. All right, we're out of here, folks. All right, again, I'm all over the board. I want to say thank you to everybody that's in the chat, and as far as that goes, greatly appreciate you. Thank you for putting up with my rant. Thank you, Tony D. Thank you, Tim Fan 43. Thank you, Lady Cat. Thank you, Chris Technician. Thank you, Thamer, for being here. And let's see who else. We're going down the list. Thank you, Tina for being here as well. Thank you, Jeeves. Jeeves came in. Thank you very much for being in the chat. Greatly appreciated. And you guys make the show. And thank you for putting up with my, I'm toning down. But we are at the end of the broadcast here, folks, and you watching on the replay, thank you for watching, if you did watch through that little rant, as far as that goes. But we are working, we got to go to the day job, and then we can play on the weekend here. So we'll be doing something this weekend, and just follow me over there on Twitter at Fireman Rich, where I tote myself as a social media observer, social media enthusiast. In other words, I like being on this thing called the internet. So later to you, Jeeves. And Thamer, big smiley face, smile space. And as always, Bazanga. Vipers. Man, Vipers. Yeah, I know, Vipers. Okay, folks, you all have a great one wherever you may be on this big blue marble. Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich here on Twitch, as well as that Fireman Rich over Twitter, saying, live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks. Thanks again, guys.
Fireman Rich says thank you all for your view. Ciao for now.